Lourdes has gone through a lot last season and went from kind of being an interim doctor to being very, very evil by the end of the season. And I wasn't quite clear at what point did Lourdes like become like the mole.
I don't think it was supposed to be apparent, maybe to the audience, because it was so not apparent to the characters. At what point? It's in the beginning. In the beginning, definitely, because there's, with Manchester, and there's so many little things. Even if you go through and little things, I feel like Lourdes said to Tom, in concern about Anne, like who was she leading in which way, and who was she trying to manipulate to worry about what, and I don't know, it just kind of creeped in on her in a very natural way, which is the scariest.
Well, then this season, how are the things that happened last season where Lourdes was being controlled, now that she's free of that control, how is that going to affect her?
I almost think she's controlled by, this season, by this desire to be so far from that she's like driven by this just intense wanting to be enlightened and to be opposite of that. And she is very, almost hard-headed about being the open-minded one, which is contradictory, in her kind of new spiritual. She goes back to her faith. It's like a new spiritual kind of coming after, something tragic happens, that sometimes happens with people, what they have to go through. Really intense moments to kind of find where they stand in their own world. Very broad.
Well, this season I heard everyone gets split up. What group does your character end up with?
My group is in the dreamy Chinatown with Lexi, the new and grown-up and beautiful moon princess. Her, Ben, and Maggie, the couple of the warrior children, and it's very, very interesting and unexpected.
Can you tease us at all about the premiere?
The premiere, yeah, we can say in the beginning we all are coming really close to Charleston. We're just kind of cresting over the hill, and we get ambushed, and all of us have to run different ways, and Anne's, trying to get to Lexi, and there's something that happens, there's a fire you can see in the trailer that separates her and Tom, and Lexi ends up with me, and so Lourdes has this like motherly, intense caring for her this season, and it's really, really interesting to see. One of my favorite storylines is Maxim's with the school. It's a really creepy and awesomely acted section of the show.